There is a common misconception that affordable housing equals higher crime and lower property values. In fact, that seems to be the only thing many of us have heard about affordable housing. First of all, it's not true. And secondly, there is way more to the story. Affordable housing is necessary in every community to accommodate people who are already living and working there. But there's a mismatch between our housing costs and our income in Hamilton County. In fact, 72% of Hamilton County workers would be financially burdened by the cost of living here. And that's not even taking into account those who are, through no fault of their own, unable to work or work enough to afford housing.
My name is Karen Wenzel. We've lived here for 2 years.
I'm Dick Wenzel, and I've also lived here 2 years. We were the first ones to move into this project, and that was all because of Karen's effort, not mine. When they started building these, Karen said, I'm going to live in one of these days. And I said, good luck.
They looked like little cottages, and I thought they were so attractive.
At the time, we were living with our daughter, and we knew eventually we had to move out. We had to get our own place.
We wanted to stay in the Carmel area because our daughter lives in Carmel.
You know, we're not getting younger. They feel more comfortable that they can just come over. They know we're here.
We had to make it affordable, and the ones that we looked at were at least 3 floors, were a good $300-400 more. But these places that Hand has work so perfectly for us. We love being on a first floor, going out on the patio and watching all the wildlife.
Affordable housing is absolutely necessary for many, many people. Oh, they hear the term and then they're judgmental. A lot of people our age and younger are in a position, even if some of them are working and they're not making hardly any money. We feel very fortunate we're here. We're very happy here and very comfortable.
So what's affordable anyway? Experts, and really just about everyone, say that no more than 30% of your gross annual income should be spent on housing. In Hamilton County, 38% of renters and 14% of homeowners spend more than the recommended 30% of their income on housing. Many of those are spending more than 50%, while some are spending as much as 80% of their income just to live in Hamilton County. Now, it doesn't take a financial planner to understand that if you're spending half or more of your income on housing, it's only a matter of time before you come up short on other things, like food, education, healthcare, and paying back debt.
We moved here right after college. I, at the time, was looking for work in a church. The type of role that I was taking at this church is called a residency. I was making barely what we would pay in rent each month.
In order to support our income, I was doing 3 part-time jobs.
I was door dashing a few hours a week at the same time, trying to make ends meet and figure out how we could continue paying off student debt.
When we realized that affordable housing was a thing, we decided that was the route that would be the best option for us.
We found, this place at Greystone. I have been here since. It enabled us to save up a little more to continue really putting money towards paying off our student debt. One of the other goals we had out there was to start a family once we felt financially a little more secure, which we have now, which is awesome. We had our son early July, and it's just been a joy to have. He's a really fun little kid. We felt really safe here, and just getting to see a lot of different people. It's singles and families and elderly and young people.
I think that was a fear for us going in, will we have good neighbors? And everyone we've met in this apartment complex has been so kind.
That in itself is a benefit, living somewhere where everyone's not exactly like you. It's really helpful for focusing your financial goals, and especially when you do have things going on, maybe like debt that you're paying off, but still have a good place to live.
What can be done? Well, like most big challenges, there's no simple, singular solution. Some for-profit developers build affordable housing when the opportunity arises. Many local organizations like Family Promise of Hamilton County, Habitat for Humanity of Greater Indianapolis, and HAND are working hard to address the wide range of needs. And the Noblesville Housing Authority administers federal housing choice vouchers, aka Section 8, in the county. But these efforts are not enough. In fact, the demand for affordable housing exceeds the available supply by so much that at the current pace of construction, it would take about 100 years to meet the existing need.
I moved from Boston a little over a decade ago. Outwardly, it looked like a great life. I had a great job, a 25-year marriage, and happy kids, but there was more to the story. I was hiding a couple different forms of abuse. It comes in a lot of forms. We're most familiar with physical, of course, and that's easy to hide. The other forms of abuse, like financial abuse, aren't so easily covered up. I ended up filing for divorce. I quickly realized with a ruined credit report, no one would rent to us. That was a big reason why I started my search for affordable housing. Properties that are out there are either snatched up immediately, they're cost prohibitive. Even if you had the money, they wouldn't rent to you if you had certain credit issues. So we were actually headed to a homeless shelter. This hand property had just opened, and there were several properties reserved for domestic violence victims. With 24 hours before we went to a homeless shelter, we were able to secure this house. I think when people think of affordable housing, they think we're providing a house for somebody. It's not just a house. It's the security, the safety, the strategies, the tools that go along with that to help people further their lives. I was able to carve out some time at night to work on my terminal degree. And 6 months later, I was able to walk across the stage with my PhD in education and psychology. This isn't a forever house for us, but it did make forever possible for me and my kids. It really has been an answer to prayer for us.
You've just seen examples of how housing can be attractive, safe, and affordable in Hamilton County. We simply need more of it to meet the needs of our growing population. We need people who get it, who understand we need affordable housing in our community, and it isn't going to raise crime or decrease our property values. What it is going to do is make our community more open for business, more diverse, and more welcoming.